Here are today's starting goalies. As mentioned, in net for the Montreal Canadiens, it's Samuel Montembeault. Made one start so far this season, allowed the 5 goals against Buffalo. That was the second game of the season for the Habs. And John Gibson, well, he's been a rock for the Ducks for several years now. He's 2-2-2 on the year with a .908 save percentage. And we're just trying to figure out some technical difficulties.
Well, it's Halloween. Some gremlins flying around the pond there in Anaheim.
We're having trouble getting Brian and Dave's microphones hooked up, so once that happens, we'll get you to the game. Or it just might be myself and Mike starting this broadcast for you when the puck drops. But Ryan Getzlaf as well tonight, today I should say, could make some history for the Ducks.
Yeah, he's going to have his number retired eventually for Anaheim. He's made the decision to stay and continue his career there. He could have gone and chased a cup elsewhere, like Corey Perry is running mate for so many years. But Ryan Getzlaf is the senior elder statesman of the Anaheim Ducks, and he's the guy when he goes and he's engaged in the game. He's an excellent player still, one of the better passers of his generation.
All right, so we do have the video part figured out. This is the RDS feed. We're going to bring you there now to the Honda Center for first period action, and again, we're trying to work out our TSN feed as well.
De voir comment Petrie va se débrouiller dans ce match. Lui qui était un 4-2 comme l'a dit.
All right, so
I like it.
We are going to call the game. This is all on the fly here. The Ducks breaking out of the zone. Early whistle. Didn't think that looked offside, Mike.
No. But look, stack of the blue line, that's where Dom Ducharme would have. A lot of meetings going on right now for the Montreal Canadiens. Well, meetings amongst the players, meeting with the coaches, meeting with the general managers, which are rarely good signs for a team. But Dom Ducharme just has to believe that his guys can find a way to play with some pace, some energy. Maybe inserting a guy like Jake Evans, who brings some of those things into the roster, can help in that way.
Yeah, Evans was so good for the Habs last year in the playoffs until that Winnipeg series. The unfortunate hit there by Mark Scheifele sort of ended that. As the Habs win the faceoff, get it out to the neutral zone. On the forecheck, Drouin. Kept in at the line by Romanov.
This has been the one line that has been consistently together. Anderson, Dvorak, and Drouin. And trying to find some more consistency for the other lines like they have with this one.
So we do have another feed of this game. Bally Sports.
The Ducks feed.
The Ducks feed. So we're going to bring our viewers to that right now. And again, we're working on the technical difficulties on our end. So apologize for that, viewers, but we're working on it, and we'll get you to that as soon as we can.
By David Savard, who came over as a free agent in the offseason from the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team that beat the Canadiens in the Cup final. 10-year veteran, now one of their top 4 on defense because there's no Shea Weber. Questions whether Weber will ever play in the NHL again as Montembeault just mishandles one to the corner, quickly rifled in front, and now a delayed penalty coming up to the Canadiens as Shattenkirk gets it through off of Montembeault, and it's Comtois to the corner who can't recover possession. The game's first penalty will be whistled at 1:43. Chris Rooney has the call. He's working with Steve Kazari this afternoon.
Yeah, and Montembeault almost gives that one away. It was Max Comtois from a sharp angle. Almost deposits that puck in an empty net, but an early power play upcoming. There's where Montembeault gave it away. Comtois just banked it off the side of the goal. So early power play chance for the Anaheim Ducks. Brett Kulak will sit in the box. Remember, LA Kings scored 3 power play goals yesterday against this Montreal penalty killing unit. Most of them in similar fashion, John. Shots from the top of the circles that were pretty much uncontested.
Zegras steps in and wins the draw. The Canadiens 30th in the league on the kill at just under 65%. Zegras handles now on the right boards. Ducks moving around nicely. Getzlaf bumps it into the middle. Terry got it right into the goal crease. Montembeault couldn't cover, but to the rescue his defenders who sweep it away. Cedric Paquette was there, and it was Sherratt who cleared.
Yeah, that puck was in the goal crease, and I think Max Comtois tried to make a move right down in the goal crease, lost the handle, Sometimes you're better off just to jam it right into the goaltender.
Canadians do not have Brendan Gallagher in their lineup today. The two-time 30-goal scorer was a game-time decision. He took warm-up but was unable to go. So a team that is struggling, scoring less than 2 goals a game, losing one of their better offensive threats. Right now it's the Ducks on the power play. Drysdale, high slot, hands it off right circle. Zegras saucers it over. Getzlaf's one-timer, and Montembeault got across. Ducks recover possession. Drysdale spins it back to Getzlaf, and now he has it again. Long wrist shot tipped on the way. Oh, that hit Troy Terry in front, and he is down in a heap.
Actually, it was Terry that got a touch on the puck, and it hit Max Comtois up high in the face area. And good to see Max get up on his own and make it back to the bench. We're going to look at this. Little wrist shot comes through. Terry with the touch, and it deflects up and hits Max Comtois. Look around the left ear neck area. And it looks to be that Max is okay.
Trying to shake it off as he goes to the bench. And the faceoff comes outside the blue line. Henrique beaten on the draw by Paquette. And that's news because Adam Henrique is averaging 64% winning percentage in the faceoff circle this season. Ducks still with 35 seconds on the power play as Fowler feeds it around and in. Vinny Lettieri out on the second power play unit, wearing number 28 for the Ducks, his season debut. Got 5 games a year ago with the big club, just recalled from San Diego on Friday.
We've seen a little bit of an adjustment from Dominic Ducharme and his penalty killers. They have been all about pressure on this initial Anaheim power play.
Puck around the boards to Lettieri, who tries to return it behind the net. Shattenkirk keeps it alive. It comes in front, and they score. Henrique on the power play. It's 1-0.
Stays hot for Anaheim as Henrique finishes it off nicely. It's a turnover by the Canadiens in behind their net. I always hear about forwards talking about the attack triangle. Look at the 3 Anaheim players and the spacing amongst them. It's a one-touch pass. It was Shattenkirk that kept it alive. A quick pass from Sonny Milano is deposited in the back of the net for Adam Henrique, 4th of the season, and a 3-game goal streak all of a sudden for Adam Henrique.
And I'll say it again. Sonny Milano passes it quickly. He doesn't waste a lot of time when he's got it. It's not necessarily a hard pass, but he makes his decision and he executes on it right away.
A one-touch pass.
Yep.
For sure. He doesn't have to catch it and pick his head up. He kind of knows what he wants to do with it before the puck ever arrives on his stick, and that's the key.
And the Canadiens' woes continue on the penalty kill. Now it'll be the Anaheim penalty kill that will be tested, as we're going to get an interference call here, and this is going to go against Sam Carrick.
Carrick was just trying to delay the Montreal forechecker from getting in on top of his defense. Got a little bit carried away. See if we can pick it up. Check out the left side of your screen, and you can see that Carrick just steps into the...
Figured out our gremlins in the system.
We are back on the action, and just in time for a goal. It is a power play goal for the Montreal Canadiens. Surprise, surprise, Mike Hoffman. And it is a 1-1 hockey game on 2 power play goals to start. You saw the one from Henrique. And a nice answer. Mike Hoffman snipes again, and he's got 4 on the season.
A tremendous and much needed answer. Actually, Jonathan Drouin on the faceoff wins it back, and a quick pass across. Chris Weidman right into the wheelhouse from Mike Hoffman on the shelf pass John Gibson, and what a response by the Montreal power play.
And much needed, coming in 3 for 32 on the power play. They get some momentum and life after giving the one up to Adam Henrique. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Glad you're with us. It is the final game on this 4-game road swing for the Montreal Canadiens. As Benoit at the far boards chips it up into the Montreal Canadiens bench. And you know the storyline. some lineup shuffling for the Montreal Canadiens coming into this hockey game as well. No Brendan Gallagher, can't go. Perreault now injured for a couple of weeks. The eye injury. Petrie good enough to play in the hockey game. We see Jake Evans not 100%, but he is into the lineup as well. And Chris Weidman also into the lineup for Sami Niku. In a 1-1 game, nearly 5 minutes in here at Honda Center. Troy Terry, one of the red-hot Ducks, comes in on a 7-game point streak. Second longest streak in the NHL next to Alex Ovechkin. And as Benoit starts to play in his own zone, it's up for Getzlaf. Looking to have a magical afternoon. Jonathan Drouin back defensively. He'll chip it out of harm's way. Terry is there. As Grew, the backhand, nobody at the point. And Hampus Lindholm will speed back for the Ducks.
Excellent response by Montreal there. Brian, 5 seconds into the power play, they score. 4 seconds left in their kill was when Anaheim scored. So 4 seconds and 5 seconds, 2 key numbers for Montreal so far. The 5 seconds is the one they want to remember, that quick response.
Sonny Milano poked it in, but his teammate's already in offside.
Well, Anaheim's lines are in the blenders as much as Montreal's are. Doing the pregame lineup was a little bit of a Halloween treat as we kept putting numbers in and erasing them and talking to the Anaheim guys, and they were looking for what Montreal was doing. And at one point it looked like 7D would be in the lineup for each team.
One exciting player to watch is Trevor Zegras, number 46. A lot of talk about Rookie of the Year coming into this season. As Comtois, who took a shot up high just moments into the game. Good to see him shake it off. He's okay. Yoel Armia over the blue line, lost it, swings at it. Hampus Lindholm able to take it away. As Comtois, Quebec native, was the leading scorer for Anaheim last season. Ducks control, wrist shot off a body high and wide behind Sam Montembeault, who gets the start in net. Comtois sends it across ice. Lundestrom works it into the near corner. Yoel Armia met by Jamie Drysdale, a great young defenseman for the Anaheim Ducks as well. Only rookie this year to have a overtime winner. And Drysdale, great, smart, young defenseman on the blue line for Anaheim.
One of the ones affected with no place to play last year, so he just went ahead and played in the NHL rather than go back to junior.
Good plan if it works out, right, Dave?
Isn't it? It's a nice option.
Cedric Paquette on the forecheck. Couldn't hold the zone. Anaheim coming in numbers as they wear their Halloween orange jerseys. Cam Fowler was streaking in, but play was whistled down at the line and some bodies colliding. You see Zegras talking to Weidman. Couple quick goals on the power play. Your answer from Mike Hoffman. It is 1-1. Key parts of the game are presented by Napa Auto Parts.
For Montreal, it's control the neutral zone. My eye bore the numbers out yesterday because as the game went on, LA was flowing far too easily through the neutral zone for scoring chances. For Anaheim Ducks, finished the game. The last 4 losses, 3 of them were in either overtime or shootout. They battled back in 3 of the games, just not able to close them out. So they've just got to figure out a way to shut things down.
I thought you'd throw in power play goal by Mike Hoffman. I mean, you had an opportunity to change that on the fly here.
That's a good one. I should have put that.
Right.
Or Jonathan Drouin continuing his strong early season play.
Fowler.
Face-off win.
Fowler to Foley in the corner. Henrique dug it out, but then gave it away as Hoffman takes a shot. As Manson hit him. Josh Manson, solid defender for Anaheim. Here's Zegras, 2-on-1. Zegras across, gets it back. Trevor Zegras, backhand just wide. Oh, what a chance for the young rookie Zegras, busting in on Montembeault. And the pass to him again in the slot, couldn't handle it. Nick Suzuki trying to cool things down. He'll flip it for Sherratt. Zegras and Cole Caulfield's good buddies at the United States National Team Development Program. And getting the face-off head-to-head as Zegras now the setup man sends it in. That shot broken up. As Benoit cutting in with speed, the defenseman. Towards the net, Montembeault paddled down. Henrique providing the screen in front. Adam Henrique, who has the power play goal for the Ducks, works it in deep. Shattenkirk, who's off to a great start offensively to the season. He's got 3 goals and 8 points already. As Sam Carrick getting an opportunity in the lineup, he'll dump it in for Anaheim. Played back for Jeff Petrie. Healthy enough to play in the game. Drouin frees it to neutral ice. As Drouin picking up an assist. His nice start to the season continues, Jonathan Drouin.
Excellent start jumping in on that faceoff and winning it back to Weidman to trigger that 5-second goal.
Pass in front, not a good shot. Ducks still control. And the backhand clear, courtesy Anderson. Hampus Lindholm back, little backhand. Starting it up ice, Jeff Petrie knocks it down. One man out there on the forecheck assessing action. That's Troy Terry. Habs working in with a backhand. Cole Caulfield. He drives in as Groom gave it away to Armia. Yoel Armia waits towards the net. Had Caulfield lined up. Couldn't accept the pass as he was tied up. Wrist shot, Romanov didn't get through. Yoel Armia stick handling. He shoots, glove in and out. And John Gibson, who gets the start after stopping 38 of 42 in that 5-4 shootout loss to Vegas on Friday, makes the save.
Yoel Armia getting bumped up, playing with Caulfield and Brooks today, and what an opportunity he gets on the rebound here. Strong shot, good traffic in front from Brooks, and then at the other end, the talented Trevor Zegras. Watched him play up through his U18s and U-juniors, and little give and go there, and just misses on the backhand. But he is one of the most gifted young passers I've seen in a long time, Brian.
Top 5 in all-time assists at the United States National Team Development Program. As Suzuki bouncing puck, Fowler calmly took it out of the crease and takes it behind his own net. Caulfield, by the way, the #1 goal scorer all-time in that program, and those two had a lot of success for the United States. Recently winning that gold medal at the World Juniors. Good battle as Vinny Lettieri also getting an opportunity. His 6th game as an Anaheim Duck. Puck to center ice. And I'm trying to control. Comtois starts the play. Stick in the way. Tyler Toffoli picks it up. Toffoli hesitates and he'll flip it in.
Good Mike Hoffman's defensive stick in the neutral zone, something I talked about yesterday a lot as the game went on, Brian. Really strong neutral zone in the first period for Montreal and not able to adjust.
Josh Manson stretching the ice. Pass up ahead and then a tough spill in the corner. As that was Zegras. Seems to be fine. He pops back up. Shot in by Shattenkirk. Montembeault tries to work it along the wall. Again, big hit. That was Paquette on Zegras, and that's going to cause a stir as Paquette is wound up. Sonny Milano tried to step up for his teammate. This is an agitated Montreal Canadiens team.
Paquette wasted absolutely no time in getting involved there.
And you can see the young man, Trevor Zegras, slow to get up in a 1-1 tie.
At Trevor Zegras, and he is going to be gone from this game. 5 minutes for boarding, and they've given him taken him out of the penalty box now, and they're sending him out. So 2 minutes each for roughing as Sonny Milano came in and got involved with Paquette, but see Coach Dallas Aikens there and Steve Kazari on the call, the veteran referee, a real veteran staff today with Chris Rooney and Steve Kazari, and they're having a discussion right now with Ben Sherrod. Just a too long of a run by Cedric Paquette on the play. Not so much a hit from behind as it was a charge. You can see Zegras turns, but it's the length of distance that Paquette came on the play. Zegras ended up hitting his head on the ice and looks like he got opened up. Gone in for some repairs. So that will be a major penalty for boarding. Kazari talking now to Dominic Deschamps, explaining things.
Trevor Zegras, 2 goals, 5 points on the season. Him and Cole Caulfield, top 2 rookies so far this season in shots on goal in the National Hockey League.
You know, on the hit, Brian, it looked like the kind of conversation where Cedric Paquette was told, look, you've got to be more physical, because it was, you know, something that was a little bit out of character for him to make a play like that out there against the top line for Anaheim, and had a good skate before he made the play and the hit on Trevor Zegras.
3rd season as head coach for Dallas Aikens. Jeff Ward, Noel Brown, and Mike Stothers, the coaching staff with the Ducks. So in a 1-1 tie here in the first, two teams already with power play goals. Adam Henrique opened up the scoring. As the Montreal Canadiens struggling this season on the penalty kill as well, as the Kings were 3 for 5 in that loss yesterday afternoon. As they'll get it set up, shot through traffic, Brew providing the screen in front, and Montreal able to clear. Collision right in the blue line, turnover, picked up, wrist shot high, glove side. Good jump there from Jake Evans, who's back in the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens this afternoon. Neither of these teams yet to give up a shorthanded goal this season. As Anaheim controls, Shattenkirk at the line, he'll play pass, get it back. Shattenkirk in towards the net. Brew parked in front, couldn't get a stick on it. Lekkinen and Petrie in the corner trying to clear. As Ben Sherratt will pick it up and he'll fire it down the ice. As the Ducks were 0 for 3 of the power play versus Vegas on Friday. As the Ducks will try get it set up here in the first period. That shot missed all the way up to Ryan Getzlaf. As he'll send it across. Good pickup again by Montreal to break that up, and another clear. Next point for Getzlaf will be .989, and he would be the all-time points leader in franchise history, passing the great Teemu Selanne as Getzlaf on the puck. Had it swatted away at the blue line. Zegras, usually one of the guys on this power play. One of the bright young offensive stars for the Ducks.
It's a really good start to this kill for Montreal. Through the first 2 minutes of it, very, very good sticks all across. Jake Evans, a big addition to this penalty-killing group.
Comtois at the blue line holds it in momentarily, but Ben Sherratt finds the puck and he'll fire it down. John Gibson will have to settle it down for Anaheim.
That's another good play by Evans right at the blue line. He creates the havoc with the two attacking Anaheim Ducks. Ben Sherratt can stand up and hold his space.
Lettieri loads up right on Montembeault. And you got to think, too, that power play goal from Hoffman, 1-1 game now, maybe giving Montembeault a chance to settle in.
It really has. He didn't get that chance early, and it's a big day for Samuel Montembeault. An opportunity to really give Jake Allen some relief. Jake Allen's been under siege with the absence of Carey Price and the number of games he's played and the lack of goal support he's had.
Montembeault had a birthday yesterday, turning 25. His second start as a Montreal Canadien, as he was in Buffalo, that loss 5-1, stopping 31 of 36 back on October the 14th. So his second start as a Montreal Canadien. As Vinny Lettieri along the boards, Henrique, Lettieri scores! Wide open net! And a power play goal, Vinny Lettieri in his 6th game as a Duck, as his first of the season.
An opportunity for Vinny Lettieri, getting the late call. The absence of Raquel and some other players, and then the opportunity with Zegras out to jump right onto that first power play unit. Just a one battle along the sideboards and the pass across to the wide open Lettieri, who one-times it in. It's a battle there that Armia's got to tie up the man on the boards. As soon as Jeff Petrie reaches in, now it's 2-on-1 Montreal against Anaheim, but Anaheim wins the battle.
And still 2 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Cedric Paquette getting 5 and a game. As you see the young defenseman Drysdale up the left side, as Anaheim will look to now pad their lead. Drysdale accepts the pass. He'll walk it in. Zips it right through the crease. He had Isaac Lundestrom, but Lundestrom couldn't get his stick down.
Young Jamie Drysdale have a good guy to watch, and Shattenkirk in terms of getting that point shot through. He was looking for the tip on the off-angle shot.
Jake Evans on the puck, slaps at it, can't clear it, sent across the ice, and handled by the captain, Getzlaf. Getzlaf, Drysdale, he'll sling it across. Getzlaf passing his skates, Drysdale back to the captain. He'll work it down low to the forehand, comes across, and Montembeault able to stop Troy Terry, one of the hottest Ducks going right now. Getzlaf makes the shot. Check from behind. And he wanted the call. He's going to get it. That's Arturi Lehkonen going to the box, and Lehkonen can't believe it, but what an opportunity here for Anaheim.
Arturi Lehkonen reaches in with his free hand. He makes a good play initially on Ryan Getzlaf, and then just reaches around with his free hand. Pulls at Getzlaf. 5-on-3 for the next minute and 32 seconds. It's the free hand there. He literally reaches and pulls Getzlaf's hand down across his body.
Anaheim, the 11th ranked power play coming into this afternoon's action. And Shattenkirk on the ice already, 2 assists. Henrique 2 assists as well, and they will look for some more. Shattenkirk, Fowler. Cam Fowler walks the line, trades places with Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk works it down low. Pass across, and Henrique got down on that knee, couldn't get the shot he wanted, as Sonny Milano's parked right in front, providing the screen. Henrique, one-timer! Great glove stop, Montembeault, as he got across and took one away. Wow.
Oh, that's a big one for Samuel Montembeault, and a big one for the Canadiens. Still a minute left of 5-on-3. That is a huge, huge push from his right to left and flashing that leather.
Adam Henrique looking for a second power play goal in the period. Critical kill continues for Montreal. Nice job, Montembeault. Says, no problem, I'll just sling it down myself. Goalie to goalie as Gibson settles it down. Here comes Drysdale, the smooth skating defenseman, back up for Getzlaf. Getzlaf. Drysdale waits, works it down low again. Drysdale. Getzlaf wanted that one-timer, the backhand in front. Comtois in front of the net. Understrom reaching for it. He's tied up, and Montreal again, solid clear as Sherratt down the ice.
Both Dvorak and Sherratt involved in that clear, and a nice job by Dvorak of taking the body.
Comtois, Getzlaf, Drysdale. Ryan Getzlaf still with it. Hesitating, walking, still with it across. Comtois couldn't accept the pass cleanly. Then he's pushed off the puck by Sherratt. Again, Montreal, good poise, and Armia the clear.
Excellent pressure on that 5-on-3, and they're almost out of it now. Back to 5-on-4. 20 seconds left in the kill.
Jamie Drysdale, he'll drop it off. Lettieri gave it away. Good job, Jake Evans, the steal, and he dumps it in. 10 seconds remaining as the Montreal Canadiens just down a goal, 2-1 Anaheim. Maybe a chance to get some momentum, especially off that glove stop from Sam Montembeault. That was a beauty here in the first. So we are back to 5-on-5. Montembeault tries to play it, and he decides, you know what, I'm going to just hang on to this after the first clearing attempt. Not smooth. As the Anaheim Ducks, a couple nice goals, the latest from Vinny Lettieri. High Performance Parts, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts.
Jonathan Drouin with another helper tonight, a face-off win on the power play goal. Really, really nice, solid start to the season for him. That's 7 points in his first 10 games. This one to go, and looking like the Jonathan Drouin of old. Nifty passer. Plays on the off flank on the power play, but a nice setup on that first one to win that faceoff.
Also won the Jean Beliveau Trophy for player that distinguishes himself the most by his actions and generosity in the community. As Jonathan Drouin and the Montreal Canadiens. Game 4 of this 4-game Western Road Swing, an opportunity to try and pick up 2 more points. Gain some confidence before they start a homestand versus Detroit on Tuesday. Shot from distance, fluttering Delorier, the former Montreal Canadien, providing a scream in front. As Delorier, 106 games were in the Montreal Canadiens jersey. Puck battle won by Drouin for Hoffman. He hesitates at his own line, and Hoffman skates it up ice. Here comes Hoffman. Driving in, tried to work at the backhand as it was taken away by Hampus Lindholm. Driven back in by Drouin. As Drouin and company offer a change. Grant in pursuit of the puck. Backhand pass to the point. Cross attempt hit a stick. It comes to Suzuki. He'll sling the backhand to the far wall. Jeff Petrie taps it in for Anderson. Hit by Grant. Suzuki below the goal line. Lindholm watching him. Suzuki back up top. Petrie hit 2 players. Oh, that hit Anderson up top, and that stung Josh Anderson. He's going to go off to the bench. As we hope Anderson is okay. Montreal already with some injury trouble, obviously, that we've highlighted to start the broadcast. Anaheim sends it down the ice. Troy Terry in pursuit. Petrie gets there first. Sherrod for Petrie. Jeff Petrie wanted Suzuki, broken up the blue line, but Lehkonen backs him up. In comes Tyler Toffoli. Wanted Lehkonen. Trying to set him up with that little backhand pass. Alexander Romanov pinching in. Gets slapped to the puck. Get it away. Lehkonen backhand high. Rebound Toffoli. Gloved it down. Gibson lost his stick. What a turnover. And Lehkonen couldn't click in tight.
Just a little bit too close to his feet. He tried to throw it on his backhand up and over John Gibson, and then Tyler Toffoli had another excellent opportunity in the short side. Gibson without a stick at that point.
Manson will flip it in. The son of Dave Manson. You want to talk about scary characters. 2,700 penalty minutes in the National Hockey League for his dad.
Trust me, you threw it into his partner's corner, Brian. You didn't throw it into his corner.
Sonny Milano shifts it behind the goal line. As Benoit frees it, he gives it away to Armia in the skates, and Anaheim able to clear. So a couple tough giveaways here for the Ducks. As Lundestrom watched by Kulak. Kulak and Isaac Lundestrom along the goal line. Picked up by Anaheim. Pass in front of the post. Adam Henrique has been buzzing in this period. Couple great looks, a goal and a post right there as Shattenkirk holds the line for the Ducks. Pops to the side of the net. Henrique chasing after it. Kulak on the puck in the corner. Henrique having a period, trying to get it to Getzlaf. Adam Brooks, who's getting another chance with the Montreal Canadiens. As Brooks in his second game wearing that jersey. Played a couple games against Montreal with the Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs. Here's Getzlaf. He'll drop it off. Terry weaving in. Hit by Petrie. Final minute Honda Center. And a 2-1 advantage here for Anaheim. Jonathan Drouin up the left wing. He's got some space. Couldn't take the puck cleanly. And he'll drive play into the corner. Drouin trying to orchestrate something. Still with a puck. Jonathan Drouin back up top. Petrie in front to Dvorak looking for that tip. And Anderson back on the ice, so good to see he's okay. 18 seconds remaining in the period. Drouin back up top. Sherrod accepts the pass. Backpedals towards the net. And Gibson a weak shot to Dvorak. Anderson and couldn't accept it and get a shot away. Just a few seconds remaining. And Troy Terry takes a look. He'll dump it in the corner. Delorier in pursuit. It was an eventful first period. We finally got on the air. The offense got going with some power play goals. And the Anaheim Ducks, great period by Henrique as they lead 2-1.
It certainly was. In survival as much as anything, Brian, they survived that extended 5-on-3 and the 5-minute major penalty.
Intermission coming up as Glenn and Mike have you covered next.
Play goals. It was Adam Henrique with his 4th. Hoffman has 4 for the Habs from Chris Weidman, and Jonathan Drouin continuing his solid start. And Vinny Lettieri's made it 2-1. Let's get you back to the Honda Center and back to your voice of the Habs. It's Brian Mudryk.
Glenn, the Ducks winless in their last 6 games. They have the advantage through 20 minutes, though, over Montreal, as the Ducks are 10-5-2 all-time at home versus the Montreal Canadiens. And you feel that Dominic Ducharme got away with it in the first period. It could have been a lot worse than that 2-1 score.
Oh, I think they dodged it, obviously, with the major penalty and then the extended 5-on-3 as well. And they did some really good things on the penalty kill there. They lost one 2-on-1 battle with Armia and Petrie and ended up in the net with Vinny Lettieri scoring. But overall, it was a good kill on a lot of fronts. So they have to take that momentum now, and they have to stay out of the penalty box.
Cam Fowler will backhand it in. Petrie below the goal line, trying to chip it free. Getzlaf swatted at it. Troy Terry. Getzlaf in the corner, sends it across. Fowler's in deep, shoots up high, and Montembeault had it, lost it. Getzlaf trying to tuck it in, still loose. And finally in the skates of Getzlaf, and the Habs find it and able to clear.
It was in that awkward little area right up by his shoulder, and it was sitting on the top of his shoulder pad. And Montembeault actually shrugged it off, and it landed right on Getzlaf's stick, so a good break for Montreal early.
Fowler will drive it in for the Ducks. He's going off for a change as Grew providing the body check. Sonny Milano in the vicinity as well. Milano on the forecheck. It's cross ice for Petrie. Lost it momentarily, and he backhands it away. Adam Henrique at the blue line. Strong first period for Henrique. And good to see Trevor Zegras back on the ice, so he is okay after that hit from Paquette. Backhand pass. Zegras just over his stick. Couldn't get the shot away. Lindholm stretching the ice. Trying to drive in quickly. That shot off his skate. Slung across the ice, the intended target, Cole Caulfield. It's off a stick of Benoit and out of play.
Good shot at Trevor Zegras there. Came out of that national development program in Ann Arbor. In Plymouth now, Sonny Milano, had a great career there those 2 years. Cole Caulfield, the all-time leading goal scorer, but Cam Fowler, another player out of that program. John Gibson out of that program. Troy Terry played in that program. A number of such highly skilled players on the Anaheim squad, with 5 of them in total.
Caulfield had a 72-goal season that 1 year, and Zegras top 5 all-time in assists. Top 10 all-time in points for Zegras as well, and a number of quality players coming out of that program as Yoel Armia with Caulfield shoots, and a great stop by Gibson, his best of the hockey game, as Yoel Armia flying in at Caulfield and elected to take the shot.
I think Armia was surprised how much time he had on this play. He came in off an off wing. It's a good stretch pass, and I think he was surprised, and he just kept going and kept buying space. He even had a little more room he could have cut in on. He's such a good shooter. He's got to make that shot on John Gibson a little bit higher, and he's got the goal. It whacked up high afterwards.
Brooks lining up to take the draw. We just saw a number 24 that wear that jersey for a while in Philip Danault in Los Angeles. As Adam Brooks into the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens, the young center getting an opportunity. Alexander Romanov backpedaling. Savard. Caulfield trying to drive it up ice. Caulfield, second opportunity taken away. As Grew, the backhand, he'll give and go towards the net. Grew. Benoit Olivier Grew along the boards. He gets it back. Grew wanted to go up top to the point, and Armia's stick in the way, and that deflects out of play.
Armia, Brian, one of 5 players I highlighted on my score sheet today. Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Jeff Petrie, Yoel Armia, and Arturi Lehkonen all have played all 9 games, all with 0 goals. It just has to change. For this team to have success, they've got to have depth scoring, and that group, so much was expected of Suzuki and Caulfield, but Armia and Lehkonen have skill, and they're playing a 4th line role in a lot of the nights and matchups, and they've got to score goals.
Benoit drives it in for Shattenkirk. Far boards, worked it into the corner. Weidman there, gave it back to Shattenkirk towards the net. Kulak from a knee, able to poke it out, and the Habs clear. Dvorak. Gibson goes. Here's Dvorak in. Dvorak for Anderson in front. His stick was tied up. He couldn't get the shot away. And a penalty coming up. Slashing call. So the Montreal Canadiens, that little rush, putting Anaheim shorthanded. And the guilty party, Derek Grant.
Chris Rooney with the call, and what a deft little pass by Jonathan Drouin to put Dvorak in. I think Dvorak, too, had more space to cut to the backhand. Young defenseman Benoit taking away the pass the whole time, trying to take away the passing lane, and what a nifty little pass by Jonathan Drouin.
Simon Benoit, undrafted player out of Laval.
I chatted with Mark Denis about him beforehand. Very high on his play.
Him and Gru, two players that Dominic Ducharme got to watch when he was coaching in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. In an all-star showcase. Couple familiar names, Quebec natives getting to take on the Montreal Canadiens as the Habs try to get set up on this power play. Weidman at the line, he'll flip it across for Hoffman. Mike Hoffman hesitates. Weidman delivers across. Toffoli clubs it down to his stick. Trying to get it back to Drouin as Dvorak trips up his man. That was Manson who got tripped up.
Someone's in disbelief here. No one's sure who they're going. Yeah, it's Jonathan Drouin. No one was moving and thinking that might get them off the hook there, but it didn't work with Steve Kazari. Would have been a great opportunity for Montreal to get back in the game on the scoreboard.
I think it was the Dvorak. I think they
got the wrong guy?
Yeah, Dvorak had the trip, and Drouin, that's why he was shaking his head. He wasn't even...
They called the hook, though. They didn't call the...
Interesting.
They called the hook, and a little 4-on-4 action here. Montreal had the opportunity to get right back in this game on the scoreboard with what was their only second power play opportunity of the game. Anaheim 2 for 4 with that 5-on-3 and the 5-minute major penalty extending.
So some extra space out there as Suzuki in. Caulfield picks it up. Cole Caulfield still trying to find the back of the net. He puts on the brakes at the line. Caulfield dishes off. Suzuki waits, shoots in the crest of Gibson, and an easy stop with no traffic in front.
So much more ice out there with one man gone. You can just see the freewheeling starts and Suzuki to Caulfield and around the net and buys his space. But watch how deep everybody drops on Anaheim, and they're clearing the lane there. Just a little cut across by Petrie trying to take the eyes away from John Gibson.
Nick Suzuki enjoying a 3-game point streak as he's got 5 assists on the season, still looking for his first goal. And Suzuki on the forecheck right now.
The veteran Getzlaf with the second effort on the face-off.
And that was tough for Drysdale. He lost his balance trying to stay on side, could not.
Troy Terry with the apologetic shot after the whistle. Gives Jeff Petrie a little tap and then lets Kazari know, hey, I was already in the motion when I let that go.
He played for the USA in Pyeongchang at the Olympics. A lot of gold medals for that young man. NCAA title in Denver, U18 gold 2015. World Junior gold as well, and having a great start to his NHL season. And Terry's on the puck right now.
Shootout specialist in U18s and U20s.
Great young talent is that shot. Montembeault able to stick with it. Drysdale cruising in, got the shot on net. Anaheim still controlling. Sent down low, Troy Terry creating space, tried to bring it to his forehand, lost the puck. Backhand try as Hampus Lindholm, the defenseman, in tight, and Montembeault, another nice stop.
Samuel Montembeault has settled in nicely into this game, Brian. Saw way too much power plays against him in that first period. And he's really nicely settled in. The first one he had no opportunity at all on. Vinny Lettieri with the cross pass on the power play, beating him. He's rather settled in at this point.
Another nice win by Anaheim. They'll control. Fowler dishes, goes to that, tipped off the post, and it just stayed out. Beautiful tip again. It was Adam Henrique who got the stick on it. Henrique could have 4 goals in this hockey game. He's been all over it. Alexander Romanov from his own end. He'll thread across ice for Jake Evans. Kicks it to his stick, and he keeps on moving. Grant and Shattenkirk watching Evans, and Anaheim getting to the puck with 5 minutes gone here in this second period. Shots 15-7 in favor of the Ducks. Shattenkirk hesitates, tried to get it in deep. Fowler has to get back. Suzuki taken down. Shattenkirk at the line, waits, sends it cross ice. Milano the backhand. Shattenkirk lost it. Fowler picks it up, sends it across in front. Henrique was waiting for the pass, and it was out of his reach. As Drouin falls, he's out of the box. So just a few seconds on that power play for the Ducks. 4-on-4. Wideman across, and again, Armia was in front. Suzuki was blazing in to try and get a chance. And look out again, Henry couldn't settle that bouncing puck where he was in.
Fly pattern out there way up in the air for Henrique, and it just landed and took a crazy bounce. Looked like he was gone.
Hoffman maybe with a chance. Pass just out of his reach off the near boards. As Hoffman now 1 point away from 400 on his NHL career as he's got the power play goal in the contest. As you heard Mike Johnson just talk about what Mike Hoffman does and what he does well, and that's shoot that puck.
Scores goals. A much-needed commodity in the National Hockey League by everybody.
Delorier started to play up ice. Lundestrom had to wait for it. It would have been offside. Anaheim trying to come in numbers and get set up. Delorier below the goal line. And Delorier is going to draw a penalty. Lindholm drops it off as John Gibson to the bench. Extra attacker out. Lundestrom weaving in. Isaac Lundestrom. Habs trying to touch the puck and get possession, and they finally will as the Anaheim Ducks back on the power play. A 2-1 advantage for Anaheim as we are in California for Halloween.
Behind his net, and he was frustrated the second he did it. He knew he did it. Showed his frustration. Pretty good job by Delorier. It's been really a tough struggle for Montreal, and there we see the post. Samuel Montembeault just getting a piece of that actually before it struck off the post.
Getzlaf got back, able to take that away, and he'll start it up the ice. Getzlaf leaves for Comtois. Held in at the line as Comtois reaching for the puck. Shot down the ice is Comtois, one of the players that won a World Junior Gold Medal with Dominic Ducharme as the head coach for Team Canada back in 2018. Sam Steele also on that roster. Steele not in the lineup tonight. Trevor Letowski was also part of that coaching staff, that gold medal for Canada.
They didn't make it exactly clear who was in and out of the lineup tonight. There were a lot of secrets going on in that warm-up. We thought Sam Steele was playing at one point.
What a chance here. Big ripping Jake Evans off the steal as he loaded up, and no one saw where the puck went. It deflected high and out of play, bounced back in play, and that's why we have a whistle. What a shot, Jake Evans.
Well, Jake Evans makes a substantial difference in the penalty kill for Montreal, and we can see him here. Just reads the play well, knocks it down with his stick, turns around and bombs it off the goalpost here. Beats Gibson clearly and cleanly. Nice decision to shoot the puck from far out rather than take it too far in, and really strong penalty killer that Montreal has sorely missed.
Jake Evans with a shorthanded goal last year as the Habs were tied with the Boston Bruins with the most shorthanded goals. They'll take any goal at this point, trying to get level in this hockey game. 45 seconds remaining in the minor penalty to Kulak. As Shattenkirk lost the puck to Armia, and he'll dump it down the ice.
Shattenkirk just took a quick look up to see what he was going to do with it, and it slid off the end of his stick. Armia jumped on it, and Adam Brooks getting a chance to kill as well today.
Lettieri will chip it in for Sonny Milano. To the near corner. Shattenkirk is in deep, and nobody at that point. Fowler couldn't get there in time, and another Montreal clear.
You love how vocal guys are on the ice. That was Sonny Milano, who wanted nothing to do with that puck and threw about 14 no's at his teammate, and they still tried the pass, but we can hear it so clearly here from the press box.
Milano, one of those players that won a U18 gold with one of the best lineups in history at Eichel, Matthews, Larkin, your centers, Kyle Connor, Hanifin. Talked about the United States National Team Development Program. A lot of good players, and there's a few of them for sure. As Jeff Petrie over the line. So the Montreal Canadiens, they have been busy on the penalty kill and still just down by one. Wraparound try, still with a puck. Centering pass blocked in front. As that was Benoit with a chance in the slot. Shot up high, hit Montembeau. Kept it out, bounced right to Dvorak, and Anderson's on the move. Josh Anderson just out of his reach, and he gets tripped up. Driving into the net. Play continues.
It was foot on foot, actually, that prompted that trip. Kind of a strange play.
Getzlaf gets tied up in the corner as Troy Terry touches the puck. And Anderson's now pleading his case about that trip that he thought was a penalty.
Well, the Anaheim Duck player fell down, and it was actually Anderson tripped over his foot. It wasn't a malicious trip, but this one, Troy Terry tucks his arm around Brett Kulak's stick and just manages to grab it for that split second. The veteran Chris Rooney with the call.
Number 19 Anaheim, 2 minutes, hold the stick.
Watch the arm here. His stick gets into, just wraps his arm just for that split second. Tries to pull it away, and it's a coy veteran move that Terry's likely learned from one of his veteran teammates and got caught. Just flat out got caught. Terrific opportunity for here for Montreal halfway through this game.
Off the draw, it's Caulfield, and he let it go, but he whistled it high and wide. It's just been that kind of start to the season for Cole Caulfield.
Got to get out of my break a little bit earlier there. That face-off happened so quickly, Brian. I didn't give you a chance to get full words on it.
Well, I blame Mike and Glenn off the top of the broadcast. I think they pulled the plug so they could call some play-by-play. Anderson weaving into the forehand. Armia pops it wide and off the back of the net. Hit the glass off the back mesh. Man, Armia had a look.
Got to put that in. He has to put that in. Clean shot from the slot. Lots of room up top.
Armia. It's up to Petrie. Cole Caulfield. In that bumper position. Couldn't get the pass back as he tried to get it to Anderson. Anderson reaching for it. Has to touch it. Would have been a glove pass as Anderson. Good job to get to the puck first. Suzuki. Battling in the corner. Manson has him tied up. Anderson freed it for Armia momentarily. And it's to the line, and Caulfield couldn't get there in time.
Smart recognition there by both Josh Anderson and Nick Suzuki not to touch that puck that Anderson had handled with his glove, because it would have been a whistle.
Manson got to the puck. He'll send it down the ice. 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage as Tyler Toffoli will drop it off. Habs in transition. Jonathan Drouin racing after it. Shattenkirk below the goal line. Toffoli trying to help. Bouncing to Delorier. And he'll shovel the backhand down the ice.
Big Nick Delorier, fourth-line player, has added penalty killing to his repertoire. If you're a fourth-line player and you want to play more, you have to find something else you can do to help the team. Nick Delorier has added that aspect.
Here's Weidman. He'll bring it in, drop it off, and that was shot off a stick and high in a Halloween souvenir here at Honda Center.
What a great opportunity for Yoel Armia early. Watch this in the slot. It comes across right on his tape. And watch the room up top. That whole top portion of the net is open. He's got to tuck that one in. Strong move by Josh Anderson to get to the net. Puck rolls off his stick, and Armia's waiting, ready. Has to hit the net.
9 seconds left of the man advantage. As Adam Brooks unable to win the draw, but Montreal able to control. Alexander Romanov loads up. Good stop Gibson. He swats it into the corner. Montreal. Lehkonen tries to jam in the backhand. Evans below the goal line. Lehkonen gets tied up. So a good kill by the Anaheim Ducks. And still a 2-1 hockey game. All power play goals in the contest. Troy Terry will flip it to Shattenkirk. Can't clear. Romanov jams it back in. As Evans try to get it towards the net. Savard, he gets tripped up. Stick shatters. And again, Terry able to play it. It was Getzlaf whose stick was broken on the trip, and he gets to the bench, gets a new stick. It's Getzlaf still looking for that historic point. He's got points in 37 different buildings, Dave, including Dodger Stadium, that outdoor game against the Kings.
What a great stat that is.
37 different buildings. Unbelievable.
Only 31 other teams in the league.
All 32 now. In total. Bouncing puck. Zegras couldn't get the shot away, but you're correct, 31 other buildings. Zegras accepts the pass, tried to center it, hit Hoffman as it was broken up. And then two Ducks collide as Toffoli able to break in. He'll send it across and couldn't get the pass back. Slap shot off a body high and out of play. As the Montreal Canadiens getting their looks. So far, John Gibson only allowing the one power play goal.
What do you make of Trevor Zegras' prediction that you'll score 40 goals this year?
I loved it. I hope it all works out, but thought it was pretty funny, and yeah.
Well, that was a hot take from Trevor Zegras talking about his good friend Cole Caulfield. I think Cole would take one goal just to get things going as he has struggled to start the season, but a lot of talk about Zegras and Cole Caulfield. Names you talk about for potential Rookie of the Year this upcoming season.
One a designated shooter, the other one likes to designate himself as a passer, Trevor Zegras. And be fitting if Caulfield scored his first goal this year with Zegras in the building. He scored so many of them from Zegras.
That Jack Hughes character was pretty good with Cole Caulfield as well on that United States national team development program. Here's Josh Anderson. Bring Dvorak to the left side. Big shot high and wide. Jonathan Drouin. Habs have had their looks, Dave. They have had some great looks on John Gibson in this game.
Give the goalie a chance to make a mistake. Hit the net.
Troy Terry at center ice. Starts it up ice for Anaheim. Flips it out of the reach of Getzlaf. Weidman is back for it. Terry trying to dig it free. He gave it away. And it's up the ice to Anderson. Lindholm gave it to Weidman, and he'll shoot it in. Benoit takes the check to play the puck. Hampus Lindholm stretching the ice. Sherratt tying up his check, allowing Montreal to control. Sent down the ice to Laurier, backpedaling. Adam Brooks was speeding in, couldn't get to the puck in time. Petrie chips at it. Armia moves it into Ducks territory, slap back out. Here's Petrie. Tries to walk it in. Trevor Zegras up the left side, waits, shoots, hits Sherratt. Might have stung him. Caulfield hopped over his stick. Brooks, little backhand pass. Cole Caulfield over the line as he tried to work it in. Fowler stayed with him.
It's another good play by Adam Brooks right at the blue line to gain control of the puck and make the little pass there. Small, subtle little play inside your blue line, but he's made a few of them tonight.
He was so prolific in junior, 130-point season in Regina in the Western Hockey League. Ducks coming in numbers. Henrique towards the net. Lehkonen, good job to break that up as Henrique was in. And now it's Jake Evans the other way. Jake Evans trying to crisscross in and work the youngster Drysdale. Lehkonen below the line. He keeps it moving near wall. Savard zips it across. I think that came out, and it did, as Romanov couldn't handle the hot pass. 4 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in this second period as the Habs try to fight back in this contest. Sunny California inside the Honda Center. Obviously it is Halloween, so a lot of great costumes, a lot of people having a great time. And it got us chatting when we were coming over to the rink. Some of the tough characters and the tough customers in the NHL over the years. And there you go, the all-time penalty minutes leaders.
The word scary goes with it. I played with number 2, Dale Hunter. I also played with number 7, Craig Berube, number 10, Rick Tocchet, who aren't in this board. Well deserved. But each one of those guys spent a lot of time in that penalty box, and most of those minutes were very, very well deserved.
Box busy in this game too. 9 penalties between both sides. A few power play goals as Troy Terry, the backhand pass, had Getzlaf in the slot, couldn't get it to him. Flipped down the ice, Fowler reaching for it. Tyler Toffoli moves it into the corner for Suzuki. Manson there, giving Suzuki a hard time. Pop free, it's loose. Here's Hoffman, shoots. It was broken up. That's the guy you want, as Mike Hoffman couldn't thread the needle.
I think he just whiffed on that, Brian. I think he actually had so much time and was looking to see where to shoot. I think he just missed the puck.
Cross ice for Suzuki. Nick Suzuki hesitates. He'll shoot it in. Habs changing. Shattenkirk sends it down the ice. Chris Weidman on it for Montreal. Paired up with Kulak for this contest. Weidman. Kulak in stride. Gibson goes. Kulak some space. Shoots, and that's in the crest and handled by John Gibson.
You know, Brian, we've seen a number of fly pattern passes today way up in the air, and maybe fitting that we've had football teams in our hotel the last couple of nights. USC playing against Arizona was in our hotel on Friday night, and those pesky New England Patriots last night. So it's been a football-centric hotel for us this trip.
It's hard to spot the linemen. They all look like
really
you, Dave.
is.
They're the same size.
You know, you get on an elevator with 4 of them, and you look at that little weight limit thing, and you think, yeah, I might step off here, guys.
Good face-off win by Grant for Anaheim. High off the glass, Weidman and Delory in the 20s battling. Picked up by Anderson. Josh Anderson it to the backhand, and he is stopped. Josh Anderson using his size and speed for a great opportunity.
What a pass by Jonathan Drouin. Wow, what a pass.
Anderson on it again near circle. Drouin goes to the front of the net. Anderson shoots, Tipton. That was blocked, and that stung as he could hit the hand of Grant. He appears to be fine.
Good little zone time for that line. A couple of good opportunities. Anderson, the best opportunity going to the net.
Delorier applying the big hit on Kulak. Sonny Milano parked in front. Drysdale, the give and go. Jamie Drysdale, second amongst rookies in ice time this season. He's pushed off the puck.
How much poise does that young defenseman have?
Kulak driving play below the goal line with Yoel Armia. Picked off by Montreal. Armia's on the puck. Sends it across Petrie. Bouncing puck. Let get an insight. Evans jams it in. Welcome back to the lineup, Jake Evans. And it's a 2-2 tie. His first of the season could not come at a better time as Jake Evans drawing Montreal level.
Oh, and a bouncing puck here for Jake Evans. He's in a strong game tonight. Very, very noticeable in the penalty kill. Armia starts it out at the blue line, slides it across. Jeff Petrie hammers it, and it is bouncing everywhere. And fortuitous bounce right onto the forehand of Jake Evans, and he puts it up and over John Gibson in tight. The pad of Gibson not able to stop that one. An enormous goal late in the period, less than 2 minutes left. I think maybe Lehkonen might have tapped that over towards Evans in front as well, but an enormous goal for Montreal late in the second period.
And just massive, too. Confidence for the team. It's a fragile group right now. You're on the road, and that flight home would feel a lot better with 2 points in your back pocket.
We weren't even sure Jake Evans was getting into the lineup today. I think he's in because Gallagher was a game-time decision and out. We weren't sure he was 100%.
Well, we talked with longtime goalie Brian Hayward before the broadcast, doing color with the Ducks, and former Montreal Canadian as well. He said there would be opportunities, there would be chances. As this Ducks team, they've struggled. Goals against average, ranked 30th in the National Hockey League coming into this contest. And there have been opportunities. Montreal having some good looks in this contest as Petrie walks the line, couldn't get it in deep. Shattenkirk to it. Brew couldn't accept the pass. Terry trying to find him. And getting back defensively, Suzuki. Minute 15 remaining in this second period. Jake Evans has pulled the Montreal Canadiens level in a 2-2 tie. Another icing call. Face-off back in front of John Gibson.
And the first point of the year for Jeff Petrie. Wow, talk about getting off it. What you failed to mention about Brian Hayward, yes, he was National Hockey League goaltender, but he's also the starting point guard on my high school basketball team. A little known fact.
I heard that.
A little known fact. We brought that up with Brian before the game. He was laughing.
He wasn't a power forward, was he?
I don't think he's played a lot of basketball since. Graduate of Cornell University.
Off the draw, and the Habs strike again. Romanov, wrister, hit a skate. Final minute Edmonton and now Honda Center in a 2-2 tie here on Halloween afternoon. Big collision. Getzlaf on Romanov. Young guy in the NHL, feeling it from the veteran. Getzlaf's done that to a few players over his career.
Right where Romanov likes to stand up, right where the blue line meets the zone, and Getzlaf just blew right through him.
Montreal actually second in the NHL in hits this season, and it was Romanov feeling one from Getzlaf.
He'll just smile about that.
22 seconds remaining. Romanov trying to pin his man and get the puck below the goal line. Working on Lettieri. Drouin. Lundestrom there, and it pops free. Back to Fowler. Fowler slaps it in. Lundestrom. On a 3-game point streak is Lundestrom. Few seconds remaining. Anaheim trying for maybe one last strike in this period. As we're all locked up at 2 through 40 minutes of play, and Jake Evans, a difference maker, tying it up at 2.
He has been on the penalty kill as well. Montreal shorthanded a few too many times today, but Jake Evans able to get that bouncing puck and a little tap from Arturi Lehkonen.
Molson Export Canadiens hockey intermission coming up with our scary guys. What did Mike?
Game, and yes, Montreal got to tighten up that penalty kill and the special teams. With more on that, once again, Dave and Brian.
Glenn, massive goal for Jake Evans. He signed that 3-year extension, $5.1 million, and he's a humble guy when he signed it. He's a great penalty killer. This guy was a fabulous penalty killer. It's still top 10 all-time in shorthanded goals in the National Hockey League. So when a penalty kill unit is doing well, what's going right?
The first thing is the overload. You've got to be able to outman the team. Even though you're outnumbered on the ice, you have to pick a spot and outnumber them. Montreal does that well in this case. The second thing is your stick position, particularly with your forwards. We see Christian Dvorak, really strong stick up high, always looking to fill the lanes, always looking to pick up. You have to own your blue lines on their rush. And see a couple of really good examples of Montreal. And this was on the 5-minute major before the other team scored. So I'm picking off good things and saying, okay, this is what they do well. The blue line they control on a couple of occasions. And finally, win your faceoffs. Win your faceoffs in your defensive zone. And if you're able to do that, you can kill a penalty. And there were good signs by Montreal. They did give up the one goal. They lost an overload situation when they had to overload. They lose a battle, it ends up in their net, courtesy of Vinny Lettieri. But some good things there for Montreal, a lot to build on.
Be a nice late birthday present for Samuel Montembeault as the Montreal Canadiens will try get him his first win in a Habs jersey.
Thanks, guys. Here's a look at some other scores around the league right now. The Buffalo Sabres, after L.A. beat Montreal 5-2 yesterday, well, they're currently leading L.A. and Buffalo. Mike, they're 5-1-1 on the year. They have a 2-1 win here, or lead rather, in the third period.
Did not see this coming out of Buffalo this year. Craig Anderson's been a revelation for them. Rasmus Asplund.
He scored again today.
He has been really good with Victor Olofsson. These two guys have a great chemistry together. Tage Thompson's filled in, and they're doing it a lot without their number one center, Casey Middlestad, who hasn't played all the games this year. Been a big surprise.
I thought you were going to say their number one centerman, Jack Eichel, because they've done it without him as well.
Time to trade him. Let's go.
All right, here is the third period. That's a nice shot of Anaheim, California. Once again, your voice of the Montreal Canadiens, Brian Mudryk.
Glenn, massive goal for Jake Evans, assist to Lehkonen and Petrie. Petrie's first point of the season as well. And for Jake Evans, a 7th-round pick in 2014, played NCAA at Notre Dame, and what a story, and now making his mark in the NHL.
Well, it really is, and you know, coming into the game, we weren't sure if we were going to see Jake Evans. It was a game-time decision to know whether Brendan Gallagher would be in the game. He stepped on the ice. He didn't take a line rush, so he was not going to play. He was uncomfortable out there, and you know, that's something that it's keeping. Once he gets his gear on, I was shocked that he didn't play because of the, you know, I thought he would convince himself that he could, but Jake Evans gets the opportunity and does a really good job. And we don't know how close to being ready he was, but obviously he's in the game tonight, and he's been a big factor both on the penalty kill and now on the score sheet.
And you know, the Ducks are a fragile team as well. They're winless in their last 6 games. And pretty incredible stat. They're the first team in NHL history to come back from a 3-goal deficit in back-to-back days and to force overtime. So the Ducks have had to come back in hockey games. They're level in this one right now as we're set and underway in this third period. As Gruel works it in deep for the Ducks. Getzlaf gets there first. Jake Evans into the corner, and he picks up the puck. So we'll see if Montreal can carry the momentum. You talked about it, Dave. Consistency has been one of their problems this year, whether it's during a game, through parts of a game. If they can get some momentum and keep it going here in the third.
This line is...
Little steal as Evans tried to thread it through. Lehkonen following up. Romanov has it towards the net. Kick below the goal line. Jake Evans still with it, using the boards behind the net. Lehkonen off a skate. Evans engaging again. Romanov loads up, missed wide, hits the back of the net. Sonny Milano can't clear. Josh Anderson hammers it back in for the Habs as they control the pace early. Evans finally loses it, and Sonny Milano along the boards to the far corner.
It's a nice full line change without losing possession of the puck down below. A couple of good battles, and Montreal's maintained possession. Now they've got a tired Duck squad out there.
Simon Benoit, one of the Ducks. Defenseman trying to clear, cannot. It's Anderson in the corner. Dvorak creating space in front. Josh Anderson protects the puck. Romanov holds the line. Savard keeps it in. Drouin in a battle, and Zegras able to pop it free. So a good start to this period for the Montreal Canadiens. Romanov to Dvorak. Alexander Romanov. Tanner Toffoli. Deslauriers on the forecheck. As is Lettieri. Watching things. Habs will chip it in. As Hoffman, Toffoli in deep for Montreal. Lundestrom from his own zone, trying to make some moves. He gets pinned in the corner. Toffoli taking his space away. Lettieri, good skating, able to take it to neutral ice. Drysdale, he'll jam it in from the blue line. Chris Weidman pokes it to Kulak. As Kulak trying to skate away from Lundestrom, it's to the near boards. Mike Hoffman. Lindholm keeps it in for the Ducks. Deslauriers. Space, fakes the shot. Lindholm towards the net. Knocked out in front, and the swinging attempt is wide.
Good push by Chris Weidman on the backside of Lettieri. Forced that shot to go wide. There was some space there to the left of Samuel Montembeault, and a really strong defensive play by Weidman.
Lettieri, one of the power play goals for the Ducks. Adam Henrique, the other one. Josh Manson will start the play. Towards the net. That's kicked aside. Brooks able to get it to Caulfield. He'll chip the backhand down the ice. And that'll be an icing call as Cam Fowler is back to touch.
Veteran Kevin Shattenkirk, we talked about him being off to a really strong start this year, and chance to mentor one of the young bright lights in the National Hockey League. Jamie Drysdale, Toronto native, only 19 years old, and played in the National League last year. Had a really good start in San Diego, and they were like, this guy's ready to play.
Quick shot as that was let fly by Milano. Joel Bouchard now coaching the AHL affiliate, formerly with Laval. Here's Getzlaf, sends it across, shot. Oh, good stop. Montembeault off the tip. Milano towards the net. Terry behind the goal line picks it up for the Ducks. Sticks in lanes. They couldn't get the pass through. Getzlaf will chip it off the boards. Terry hit by Petrie. Puck on the stick of Cole Caulfield to Sherrod. Up the boards for Brooks. As Yoel Armia dumps it in. Adam Brooks in the vicinity, chasing after the puck. Here comes Henrique. Tries that centering pass, broken up. Josh Anderson. Henrique gets it back right through the crease, and Montembeault, he was alert and ready and kept it out. Lindholm bumped off by Anderson. Lettieri able to move it. Drysdale at his own line. Up quickly, and Lettieri gets a stick on it. Montembeault will settle it down. Ducks changing. 35 minutes gone in this third period. Two fragile teams, you could say. Dave trying to collect some points here. Jake Evans gets taken down. Lehkonen, Evans in deep. Up the boards for Kulak. Wrist shot, knocked down in front, didn't get through to Gibson.
It is just a little bit cautious out there for both sides, and understandably so.
Nice steal, Armia in transition. Yoel Armia in numbers, still with it. Armia towards the net, stopped by Gibson. Armia, one of those players, just creates, has outstanding hands. It's hard to believe he's just got one assist on the season.
You want more offensively.
That wrist shot by Sherratt, knocked down by Derek Grant. And the Habs will try again. Sherratt, Suzuki waiting at the line. Sherratt dumps it in. The Ducks are 8 wins shy of 1,000 in their franchise history. Henrique, center ice. Sends it across. And you're right, just a tentative start to this third period. Habs kind of had it in the offensive zone for a little bit, and then tentative on both sides.
Ryan Getzlaf, you mentioned, tied with the great Teemu Selanne for the most points in the history of the Ducks franchise. His buddy Corey Perry also on that board. Paul Kariya, one of the great players in franchise history.
17th season in the NHL, all with the Ducks, as Sherratt towards the net, handled. Anaheim coming up in numbers. Zegras, Henrique sends it back, shot up high at Montembeault, rebound. Sonny Milano digs it free, back up top. Drysdale wrist shot, good block, and that's high and into the corner. Drouin got in the way. Henrique. Lindholm thought about it, feathers it down below. Henrique let it go. Still at the point. Drysdale. Slick little backhand pass towards the net again. Didn't get through to Montembeault, and Sherratt will flip it with a backhand down the ice. Hampus Lindholm back to collect. Both teams changing.
Oh, that was a good wave off. Hampus Lindholm thought he deceived an icing play there, but skating laterally rather than in a straight line back to get that, what looked like was going to be an icing, and he did not get that call.
Lundestrom shoots it in for the Ducks. Montembeault plays it. Shattenkirk pinned along the wall. Evans seeing some daylight, streaking in. Clear bounce in front. Armia can wrap it in right in the crease, and Gibson able to control Simon Benoit and his goalie. Communication a little bit messed up, as a good rush by the Montreal Canadiens in a 2-2 draw.
Kevin Shattenkirk, the culprit on that hooking play, and good hustle by Jake Evans. Little miscommunication there coming across, and Armia gets the wrap. It was actually behind the play that Shattenkirk got called for the penalty. Not active on the puck. Shot of Mike Hoffman there, who scored that great play off the face-off 5 seconds into the power play in the first period.
So 10th penalty of the game. Montreal 1 for 3 with an advantage in this contest. And a chance to take the lead here in the third period. Tyler Toffoli brings it in. Getzlaf settles the bouncing puck down as Toffoli is trying to find Mike Hoffman.
Oh, that's a good play by forward Derek Grant, who was back in front of the net and just laid down, took the passing lane away. Toffoli trying to get to the Hoffman forehand.
Chris Weidman slowly out of his own zone. The drop back pass to Foley. Drouin. Shot in by Montreal. Dvorak leaves it for Drouin. Back up to the line. Weidman. Drouin. In tight shot. Dvorak rebound to Foley. Jamming away. Great chances. Oh, lovely set play. And stopped by John Gibson. Some good looks from Montreal.
And Tyler Toffoli's having a conversation right now with John Gibson about that save. They're still going back and forth on it. He cannot believe that Gibson got that pad down. Not once, but twice. Watch the right pad of John Gibson right there. And again on Dvorak's rebound. Nice little rebound, nice little triangle play down below to Toffoli. He stays above the goal line with his stick and can't find the back of the net.
Simon Benoit able to clear off the draw. You can't fault the chances or effort. The Montreal Canadiens, they have had some serious looks in this game. In a 2-2 tie on the power play, Armia sends it back. Suzuki drifting through center ice, sends it across. Armia goes to battle in the corner. Bouncing puck, Armia. And found by Lundestrom, and he'll clear for the Ducks.
A little bit of a double clutch by Caulfield there. He wanted to go back to the point in a straight line and couldn't do it. And then fumbled to hit it twice, knocked it out of the zone himself.
25 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Slotted in by Petrie. Gibson will leave. Benoit plays it. Lindholm up the ice. Here's Anderson as Gros is in the vicinity. Petrie didn't like his option, so go back to Romanov. So that'll do it. And Shattenberg back on the ice. And Montreal now 1 for 4 on the power play. Battle right at the Ducks blue line. Lehkonen on the puck, trying to jam it free. Fowler moves it along the boards. Troy Terry trying to pop it up to Montreal territory. Shot back in by the Habs. Adam Brooks on the forecheck. Fowler stretching ice. Little touch pass. In comes Terry. Troy Terry to the backhand. Scores! What a beautiful goal. Troy Terry buries it. And the Anaheim Ducks a 3-2 advantage. That is a big-time celebration because the captain has done it. Ryan Getzlaf, point .989. He stands alone, your franchise leader in points.
Great pickup there, Brian. Great pickup on the Troy Terry goal. Ryan Getzlaf sets Anaheim Ducks history.
He passes that man on the right, Teemu Selanne. I don't know who was more excited, Troy Terry for the goal or knowing it was the assist to Getzlaf.
Nice wave to his family sitting right down at that end, right by that net in anticipation. I wonder if they were moving between periods to be at the appropriate end. They were there to see it firsthand. It's odd when a goal scorer scores a great goal like Troy Terry just did. Cam Fowler starts the play. Just a little touch pass by Getzlaf puts Terry in, and he makes no mistake. He's a specialist in the shootout. Little backhand deke, tucks it by, and watch him go right back at Ryan Getzlaf. They know right away.
So Terry now has an 8-game point streak going as he's off to a ripping start to start this NHL season. His 5th goal. And Anaheim has the lead. A historic assist for Getzlaf. He is the franchise leader in points. And more importantly, the Ducks now a 3-2 advantage here in the 3rd. As Zegras, the give and go towards the net. But Terry tried to get it back to Zegras, handled by Montreal. We'll see if Montreal now can push back in this game and draw level once again.
They've had their opportunities in this 3rd period, Brian. A couple of great chances on John Gibson. Just before that goal, think of the opportunity Christian Dvorak and then Tyler Toffoli had.
989, they honor Getzlaf in the building. He stands alone in franchise history. Was that Ducks' first-round pick back in 2003, 19th overall, and he stands alone. Ryan Getzlaf, point .989. It is time for our Molson Export big moment of the game. It's a no-brainer.
Cam Fowler, a little pass off the boards and a touch by Getzlaf. Troy Terry with the deep that beats Samuel Montembeault. And the immediate reaction, the entire team flushing off. Nice little moment there with Steve Kazari coming over, and he's probably been there for a lot of those points over the years. Acknowledges Getzlaf on the bench, a veteran referee and a veteran player. Both have had terrific careers.
More than half of those points here at home at the Honda Center, and for him and his family, nice to get to do it on home ice as well. Under 9 minutes to go in this third period, Montreal their own business to try to take care of here, and that's wrapping up this 4-game Western road swing with a comeback victory.
Montreal battled back so well in that second period. They have to find a way to get it done here.
Had a closed-door meeting after the loss. Frustrating times after the loss to the Kings. Obviously, the win in San Jose was certainly nice, but finding that consistency and keeping that momentum going after a victory, something you talked about off the top of the broadcast.
The effort has been much better tonight. They need to find a way to win.
Arturi Lehkonen centering pass in the slot off the skate of Armia into the corner. As Lehkonen and Benoit tangled up behind the play. Ducks move it up ice. Brew trying to drive in. Puck poked away. Getzlaf tried to fire it back in. Play whistle down.
Always a strange moment after a play like that in a game when you're on the visiting team and you've got to refocus and relock and understand that there's still lots of hockey left to play here, and you've got to find a way to score a goal, extend the time on the scoreboard if that's what it is to get to overtime, but you've got to find a way to tie this game up.
Habs will start a 5-game homestand on Tuesday versus Detroit. Another Molson Export Habs on TSN game. Savard able to get to the puck, gets it to Alexander Romanov. Stretching up the ice, trying to find Dvorak as he was swerving in, couldn't take the puck with him, and look out right into the Montreal Canadiens bench, and that'll stop play.
Strong pass by Romanov, puts it on Dvorak's backhand, but just not enough pop for Dvorak to be able to get through the two defensemen. Shot of the youngsters on the Anaheim bench as well. A lot of young guys there. Gruel's 21 years old. Zegras only 20 years old. Comtois 22. Lindstrom 21. A lot of youth on that bench. And of course, Mason McTavish, their first rounder this year, just sent down to San Diego for conditioning. From Carp, Ontario, 3rd overall pick, and looks like he's going to be a good one as well. Brian Hayward talked about the energy that he brought to the team right from the start, from rookie camp, an abrasive sort.
Their second rounder too, Owen Zellweger, a great defenseman. Him and Mason McTavish won gold for Canada, the under-18s in Texas. And Mike Stothers was behind the bench. He's the assistant in Anaheim here as well.
Former teammate of mine in Philadelphia. Brought the truculence every night.
Getzlaf will leave it. Terry below the goal line. He'll dump it off. Brew towards the net. Terry was parked in front, trying to get in the way of Montembeault. Terry again. Brew. Getzlaf. Hop and steals it, sends it cross ice. Montreal will start it up, led by Sherratt to Suzuki. He'll dump it in. DeFoley skates by it. Brew just out of the reach, and Petrie's got to hustle back as Troy Terry can't get around the veteran defenseman. And you wonder, Jeff Petrie, the start to his season, he was a game-time decision. You hope that Petrie is indeed fully healthy. As he retreats, Lundestrom and Petrie. And just the minutes that Petrie plays as well for the Montreal Canadiens, leading the team in ice per game. In comes Jake Evans. He'll hit Drysdale. Lettieri whacking at it at the blue line. Evans finishing his body check. Lettieri gets hit by Wideman. Wideman away with the puck. Under 6 minutes remaining. 3-2. Ducks leading. Here's Josh Anderson up the left wing. He'll wait, shoots, couple deflections, and Gibson pad stop. Sam Carrick able to get to the puck. He'll backhand it in. Henrique assessing things in the offensive zone for the Ducks. Kulak stick handling. He'll drop it off and sent up for Anderson. And that was Carrick coming in, a step offside. As Ryan Getzlaf making some franchise history. Beautiful goal by Terry. His family in attendance. It is time for your EA Sports X Factor Performer of the game.
Can't possibly pass over someone when they set the all-time scoring record for a franchise, and that little touch pass in the neutral zone that sent Troy Terry in all alone for the go-ahead goal right now was the 989th point of Ryan Getzlaf's fine career.
Stanley Cup winner in 2007. And even during the TV timeout, always coaching. What a guy to have, these young kids that you mentioned on the roster to mentor and bring up the next generation of Duck stars. As Suzuki tried to chip it below the goal line towards the net. Habs got to show some desperation here in the final 5 minutes of this third period. Dumped in by Getzlaf. He's off for a change. Savard on the puck. Sidesteps a check. Little backhand for Romanov. Zegras in a battle. Tried to drive it towards the net. Romanov took it away. Off the far boards. Lindholm. He'll play it. Milano back to his defenseman. Lindholm. Sonny Milano. Takes play wide around the net. Watched by Romanov. He'll cycle it in. Savard there. Jonathan Drouin at his own blue line. Gets the return pass. Tried to send it up the ice for Dvorak. Hampus Lindholm. Trying to fight off his man. Anderson took it away. Josh Anderson. Trying to throw that backhand up, and now it's a foot race as Sherrod's got to hustle back. Lettieri was cruising in, trying to get there.
Really good speed by Ben Sherrod there, though. The big fella got her going. Finley Lettieri had a little head start, but he caught him.
Shattenkirk dumped it in, and that deflected and went out of play.
Montreal Canadiens hockey on TSN is proudly brought to you by Molson Export. Here's to the real ones.
Dominic Ducharme, 3 minutes and 36 seconds away from a long flight home with some more frustrations if they can't come back in this hockey game.
Someone has to make a play. It's up to an individual to make a play right now.
Lundestrom driving play with Lettieri below the goal line for the Ducks. Shattenkirk pinching in. Petrie in the corner. Petrie tied up trying to reach and find a way to get the puck free. Evans helps him out. As Lundestrom, Petrie back on their skates. Petrie will play it along the boards. Jake Evans at center ice. Assessing options. He'll send it to the far boards. As Toffoli was well offside, he checks up and the Habs can try again. Mike Hoffman skating after the puck. Benoit, the backhand, pops free right to the Ducks logo at center ice. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the hockey game. Troy Terry right now the difference maker, giving Anaheim the lead. Suzuki works it down low. Assessing options, Tyler Toffoli. Montembeault to the bench, extra attacker out as Montreal. All hands on deck to try and get the equalizer. Here's Hoffman in the corner for Montreal. Suzuki. Hoffman walks the line. Habs trying to set it up. Mike Hoffman. Jeff Petrie, one-timer, big block, and that stung. As the net is empty, Delorier paying the price. Open cage, Getzlaf, can he find it? Just wide. Oh, the crowd wanted it as Henrique is in.
Getzlaf had the poise to get the red line there. No icing on the play, but a Nice setup for Jeff Petrie. Gets that first shot blocked and can't find the puck to keep the play going.
And that was former Hav Delorier paying the price on that block as Yoel Armia making moves over the blue line. Manson trying to take the puck away from him. Dvorak. Bodies engaging below the goal line. Dvorak cross-checking his man. That was Manson going down. Anaheim trying to poke it free, and they will as the crowd comes alive. Backhand available, open net, and in. Sam Carrick, the Tiger, as he gets his first of the season into an empty net, and he'll take it. Is that enough for the Ducks to wrap up the victory?
The veteran pro Sam Carrick up from San Diego today. The depth player for the Ducks gets the job done out on the ice in the last minute plus, showing the confidence Coach Dallas Aikens has in that player. Able to bang a bouncing puck up and over and into the empty net for the 4-2 lead for Anaheim.
That should be the dagger with 1:10 remaining. Montembeault back of the net. As Derek Grant tries to poke it in deep. Habs flip it in. Final minute, Honda Center. As the Ducks will swipe it down the ice. Took a bounce to Hoffman, no icing. Mike Hoffman. Jake Evans could get the shot away as Brooks driving the net again. Montembeault to the bench, extra attacker. Evans one-timer. He had a pretty good look, but whiffed on the opportunity. As Toffoli hits Grant far boards, 35 seconds remaining. Again, extra attacker out for Montreal. Montembeault on the bench. Hoffman. Stick handling in, trying to get Evans. Sticks in the lane though, broken up. Good job by Troy Terry. It's back up to the point. Lehkonen parks himself in front. Lehkonen trying to jam away, couldn't get the puck. 15 seconds remaining. Weidman keeps it in as Derek Grant finds the puck. Here's Getzlaf again. Little backhand, it was broken up. As the Montreal Canadiens, another frustrating loss as the captain, Ryan Getzlaf, historic all-time leader in franchise history in points with 989, and another tough one for Montreal.
Very, very tough. Down 2-1. I thought they battled back really well to get to 2-2 coming into the third period, and then a couple of great opportunities. John Gibson coming up huge on Tyler Toffoli in close. And that really swung things. And then Troy Terry with the Ryan Getzlaf assist.
Hugs all around for the captain. Really nice afternoon here on Halloween as we bring you your Molson Export 3 stars.
Well, number one has to be Ryan Getzlaf, setting the all-time franchise record, 989 points. Samuel Montembeault with a really strong effort today, particularly on the penalty kill, and Adam Henrique, who seemed to be all over the place with a goal and an assist during the third star.
It'll be a long flight home back for the Montreal Canadiens as they fall to 1-5 on the road, 2-8 overall, 4 points on the season, and the lone win obviously against San Jose on this 4-game road trip. Red Wings Canadiens, our next action. Molson Export Canadiens hockey on TSN. Back at the Bell Center as the Habs will start a 5-game homestand. It's been fun on the West Coast. Thanks for watching our coverage, and good night from the Honda Center in California.